Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Peter Sanchez, and on Wednesdays, what I like to do is, and what I've been doing on Facebook, I'll be going live and I'll do a women's empowerment video. And I thought I'd bring it to my YouTube channel today to get it going, to kind of get things started off on the right foot. And it happened to be a perfect day. My mom was ready for it. This is my mom.
Hi,
This is my mom, Francisca, and so I figured what better woman to come to you guys on my YouTube with for one of my first videos than my own mom. You know, the woman who's empowered me personally. And so I thought I would have this recorded to talk to her a little bit about, you know, what she's been through and just the journey that I've seen and the struggle that I've seen from her. Because my purpose for Wednesday empowerment is to empower the ladies. You know, Women Empowerment Wednesdays. That's really what I focus on. And so what I always do is I bring a woman of integrity, a woman of sincere honesty, you know, somebody powerful who's been through the struggle and has gone through things in life and has come out on top some way, if not in a better form than they were before. And I know my mom's been through a lot. Some of you guys may know a little bit about my mom. Some of you guys may not, depending on where you're from if you're new to this channel. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the link below. So subscribe to my channel because I'll be bringing a lot of this to you guys. So I just wanted to introduce the purpose of this and kind of get you going for what you're kind of going for. You know, I just kind of go off my vibe, but that's really my focus, is maybe somebody out there who's maybe in your situation. It doesn't even have to be just with your own situation, just as a woman of being a disabled mother of 3 kids, you know, that's empowering to me, and I don't think that anybody else is going to disagree. So just kind of telling me, I wanted to look back kind of like on your first like long time ago, just rewind what you like when you were 12 years old, because I know when you were 12 years old you had your first surgery, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So my mom was 12 years old and she had her first surgery, and she has had total hips on both sides and just crazy things, but I'll let her share a little bit. So tell us what that was like, if you can remember little bits and pieces about when you were 12.
Oh, when I was 12 years old, I went through a curiositomy surgery and they put pins in my hips. I was in a body cast from here to the knee on one side and from here to all the way down to the toe on the other side. So I was in a wheelchair and was not able to do much for 6 weeks. It was a struggle then. Just so much my mom had to go through to take care of me as well. But yeah, I was 12 years old, I went through that surgery, and then when I was 18, I went through other surgeries.
Yeah, so, okay, so you were 12 years old, you went through the surgery, you had the full body cast, and then at 18, you didn't have another surgery until up until you were 18? So after the body cast, of course, you healed a little bit, you went through that, whatever,
Yes.
and now at 18 years old, you're going through another surgery, right?
Yes,
Okay.
at 18 is when I had my first total hip.
Okay.
At that time, I had found out I was pregnant with this guy.
That's me.
But actually, I was like, I think I was 3 or 4 weeks pregnant with him when I had went through the surgery. Things went okay. There was no complications.
What? I didn't know you were pregnant with me.
Yes,
I would have
was
never.
pregnant with
Maybe that's why my brain's a little rattled. Just kidding.
But yeah, that was my first total hip. It was on my right side. Let's see, my second total hip was then a few years later, on the left side. I then started going through complications on my right side. They had to do a second revision, and then come a year later, I had to have another revision. So about 5 years straight, I had revision after revision after revision on the right side. Eventually, there was nothing they can do because the bone became necrosis of the bone, and which is dead bone. So they couldn't put another hip back on my right side. So I don't have a right hip.
So that problem's been going on for a while, like on your right side, where like they've had to take it out and put it back as it grew, and then take it out and put it back as it grew, and kind of mess with it and go back and forth, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been the past, oh my goodness, was, I'm trying to remember.
Just all together, how many like years have you been battling this disability?
It's been a good, well, since I was 12. I was born with the disability, but I was diagnosed with it when I was 5.
Yeah. And on a little insight on that, guys, this isn't anything that has happened. Like, it wasn't because of an accident. It wasn't because of a defect at childbirth. It wasn't because of any of that. It was because in our family, we have this disability. Like, my mom's brothers and sisters have it. You know, it stunts the growth, which is why you see my mom a little shorter than than me. You guys are like, what? She spit out that 6-foot giant? Like, what the heck? You know, but no, but it does, and it stunts the growth, and that's really where it comes from. Is it's kind of like genetics. You know, it's genetic, right?
Yes,
Is that what they consider?
it's a form of arthritis. Deteriorates the joints, bone on bone, and then eventually you have to have the total hips, knees, possibly the total shoulders, because it affects the main joints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 30 plus years that you've been dealing with this, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's like
About
since
30
even
plus
since before I was born, since I can remember, and like my mom's been in and out of the hospital, guys. Like, we grew up in a hospital because she was always going in and out of there, and so that's what I want to bring to you guys today is that potential for maybe not even just women of the same situation. Just if you're a disabled mother of children on your own and you are having a hard time struggling to get by, to scrape up whatever it is that you need for your kids, or maybe you are disabled and you have a husband and, you know, maybe you just want to be a little more independent. I mean, this is a woman who's done it all. So I bring somebody to you guys who's done all of that. She's gone through the surgeries, and, you know, fast forward from all of that when she was like 22, 23 years old. Now recently, I mean, in the past, let's see, 2012. So not even in the past 10 years, we were in we were in an accident a while back, and, you know, on top of the complications with the surgery, you know, you kind of went through this whole other thing, you know, she broke her femur. You know, tell them a little bit about that experience and just a snippet of what you went through there.
Okay, yes, back in 2010, we were in a car accident. It was the 3 kids, myself, and their dad. We got sideswiped. We spun around. The car was totaled, but I was in the front seat, and when we hit, I fractured my left femur. So my left femur was like an L shape.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. Well, they had to, it's emergency surgery, they had to put me a plate in that femur, and I was okay from 2010 up to this year. I also had total knee surgery on the left knee 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I recently fallen back in September, and I broke the stem that goes to my total knee.
Yeah, so mind you guys, at this point, just to kind of put a positive cap on that, like, she had kind of just started to progress, you know. I mean, she lost weight. When she first came to me in my shop that I talked about to you guys earlier before in my video, is like, I've had that place for a while. So when my mom first came to me and she was looking to, you know, benefit herself in a more nutritious, healthier way, she came to me and she was in a wheelchair, guys. So maybe a year, was it like within a year's time of her coming in and me coaching her nutrition and me coaching her in her workouts and helping her gain that strength back, she was able to not only drop the weight, which was how much, like,
I was 165 pounds when I came to you, and then I went down to 130.
Okay, so about 30 pounds. She dropped about 30 pounds off her weight, you know, weight off her bones, which is a huge relief. Not only that, but from within that span, my mom went from being in a wheelchair to being in using a cane. You were using a cane, right, at that time?
Yes, I was using a cane up to September.
Yeah.
When I had fallen.
Mm-hmm. And then she kind of had some complications, but you know what, guys? This is what I'm telling you, is that things happen for a reason, because even though she had fallen and she broke herself, there would not have been the type of procedure that would have happened at this point. You know, I mean, like I tell you all the time, like, things have to happen for a reason, you know. And I think that,
I believe that's true.
yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with, I mean, unfortunately you fell and you fractured it again, but I mean, tell them what came from it. Tell them how that made you feel and how you've been feeling.
It's kind of exciting, but
It's okay. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I fallen. I broke the total knee. Well, the doctor had said that he was gonna put me a total femur, and it's a whole metal femur. So from my knee on my left side, my knee is a total knee, and then my femur is a total femur, and then I have a total hip. So my whole left leg, half of my left leg, is like a robotic leg.
Bionic. Like, she gets it all the time, guys, and you guys can tell that it's not only is it a hard physical journey, but you can tell spiritually inside, like, what she's been going through. You know, from what I've seen, a mother of 3, you know, mind you, my dad was in the background, not to say he was completely gone, because he was there, but he just wasn't all there. You know, my mom's scraped what she had together. She put together what she could to make us always have a great Christmas. You know, we always had gifts around the Christmas time, and we always had the best holidays, and from that has stemmed a beautiful relationship now. You know, we've gone through our own differences and things, but all things happen for a reason, and I wanted to bring somebody to you to empower some women out there of her age group, or even just maybe even younger, who are disabled and thinking that they can't do it. You know, thinking that it's not enough for them, thinking that there's not enough out there for you because you're disabled, or, you know, and all that is, and I'm sure you can agree,
I do.
it's a broken mindset. It's not a broken physique. It's not a broken body. Because you can get on the internet right now, you can get off this YouTube video, you can go search handicap fitness people who are in 5Ks, who are participating in, you know, championship things, and, you know, for them, it's a battle of mind, and you can hear them say that. You know, and I tell her this, I remind her that all the time, you just got to work on that. And, you know, so what's something you could tell ladies or women out there who are struggling to get by and maybe are disabled in your situation that could help pull them through that has gotten you through it all these years?
Just know that you can do it. You will have your time that you will fall, but just set in your mind, like he said, it's a mindset. You got to be strong in your mind and know that you can do it. Whether you have kids or if you don't have kids, don't fall into the state of mind telling yourself you can't do it, because you can. I struggled all these years, and like he said, he reminds me there's times where I get down, but my 3 kids remind me that I can do it, and there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yep. I amen to that. There's a purpose behind every person, and I believe that purpose for her has just happened to be her 3 children. You know, well, ladies, you know out there that when it comes to your kids, you'll dang right do just about anything, even if it means jumping off a bridge for those kids. So when you're disabled and you have no choice, you're disabled, you're broken, you're on the bottom of the mountain, you have no choice but to climb up with your broken legs and push forward and pursue what you want to happen. Because I mean, I think you have 3 amazing kids, not to like toot my own horn, but even my brother and sister, I think you've done an excellent job of raising us. And, you know, like I said, we've stumbled along the way, but I mean, my sister's got great things going on for herself. My brother, you know, he's coming up in school, and whatever he decides to do with that, I mean, I'm sure he's going to be more than passionate about whatever he decides. But just to see the empowerment that you guys can see has come from me, you know, and this is the type of legacy I look to live for, and bringing that to some ladies out there who are listening and who could benefit from that. You know, if there's anything else you want to add, go ahead. And
Yeah, one more thing. Yes, I'm a disabled mother. I've got the 3 kids. Out of the 3 kids, my 2, which is Peter and Genevieve, my daughter, they don't have the disability, but my 3rd child does, Daniel. And so not only am I a disabled mother that takes care, but I also take care of my disabled child. He has his complications as well that he struggles with, and I have to be that person to push him through.
It's true. And I'm sure that's hard, you know, trying to, I mean, like, I have my things going on, and I have a lot going on for myself, and I know my sister does too. So you can imagine the battle there between not only her and my brother, but you can imagine the battle between herself, because what does she want to do as a mother? You want to be a good leader. You want to be a good role model, no matter what person is in your life, you know. And so for her, that's just her to stand up and say, and with regards to ending this video for you guys today, is no matter what life has thrown at her, her biggest role model right now and point in life is to educate the son that she has, who's going through the same situation that she's going through, that to lead from the front and that it is possible to get things in life and be human and feel human and still get through life, you know? That's what I want to bring to you guys, is that feeling of knowing that no matter what it is that you're doing, there is a feeling of you want to lead, you want to inspire change, and you want to pursue, you know, something for people out there. So I hope we've kind of got the message across to at least one woman out there who may be watching this video. You guys, if you enjoyed this video, I will be doing a women's empowerment every single Wednesday. Click the link below, so subscribe to my channel so you guys can check it out. But other than that, guys, that's all I wanted to bring to you guys today. I think we covered basically everything that I wanted to get from my mom today. Thank you so much for doing this. Mwah. I love you. I love you. And I told her that she wasn't going to write a book. I was going to make her do this video because I said, you have a story to change and you don't know who's listening, you know? So it's really, really important for me that I get this off her chest, because you never know what this has done for her either, right?
Yes.
You know, so
this is a struggle for me, but I'm doing it.
it's uncomfortable, yeah. But there are ladies out there who I know are going to benefit from this, and I'll post it everywhere so they can hear it, and if they want to watch it, they can. But it's been awesome. Thank you guys again. Click the link below if you want to subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any comments, anything at all, leave them below. Any questions at all, I'll be free to go through and answer any of them, and any that I don't have answered for you guys, I'll check with her, and maybe we can work together to kind of get some things flowing for you guys, okay? So you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Women stay empowered. You guys have an awesome night, and I think that's it. You guys have a good night, okay?
Good night.
Bye, guys.